So I got a 1-star review.
You got a 1-star review?
I know. And it's my real estate business. A 1-star review for my real estate business.
What, you sold these people a house?
No, I've never sold them a house. I've never helped them buy a house.
What? And they just left you a 1-star review.
That's the frustrating part. That keyboard warriors or Mr. 1-star review can ruin our reputation we spent 2 decades or more building.
Welcome to the drive.
We're Dan and Sylvia, where we believe that life's biggest decisions deserve better conversations.
Absolutely, they do. And today's episode, we're going to talk about reputations, 5-star reviews, and how you can help small businesses in your community get bigger with 5-star reviews. So,
pull up a chair. Okay, so let me give you a little context.
Okay, I'm all ears, as you can tell.
So it's Monday evening, and I get a little email notification from realtor.com that I had a new review.
Wait, was this when you were talking to me on the way home?
Yes.
Oh, I know where this one is going.
So I get an email. I pop it open, I look at it, and it's a 1-star review. And
not you.
I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm human, but I don't deserve 1 star, especially when I've never met this person. On top of it, it's a violation of realtor.com's review standards because it has to be based on a transaction between either a buyer or seller and myself. Like, we don't want to dwell on Mr. 1-star because Mr. 1-star motivated us to do better. And realtor.com did the right thing. They took the review off. It was within 24 hours. It was pretty immediate. They took it down. But it was a little traumatizing because we work so hard, especially in small business.
Right.
Because, I mean, I think you even said it on last week's episode. Your name is everything.
That's it. Your name is everything. That's how people find me and what I do every day. They go online and read reviews about me, how I've talked to people, help people. And many of our businesses out there are the same way.
Right. So, but we're not going to dwell on Mr. 1-star because that's not what we want.
No, not at all. And I think sometimes people forget that there's a human being behind that's running those small businesses.
Oh, 100%. I think it's so easy for people to get online and be a keyboard warrior and complain behind their keyboard about whatever and whomever.
Right. And so somebody just give you a 2-star review on, let's say if you're a coffee shop down the street and you get a 2-star review because the coffee was cold or didn't taste very good and just the person had a bad day. Well, now what?
Right. I mean, that totally tanks your review score. I know it dropped my score to like a 3.7 from 1 negative review. Yeah, so it's ridiculous, and I don't think that people realize when they're doing that what it could cost a business owner. I mean, especially small business. It's one thing if you're at like a big chain like Starbucks or something like that, but if you are at the local, like down the street from us, Twilight Coffee,
Yep.
like, that is horrible to give them a negative review when it's just as easy to walk inside and be like, hey, my coffee tastes a little off or whatever. And I'm not saying that my coffee has ever tasted off because I actually love them. But why? Why do people feel the need to post negative reviews?
And the opposite is true too for all of this, right? If you go and you leave that Twilight Coffee a 5-star review and you say it was great coffee, fresh, and the service was awesome, you're going to build their reviews. You're going to build their standings in all the online AI platforms, such as Google, Yelp. But people don't want to do that.
But I guarantee you, every small business owner, when they get a review, I mean, I was on the phone with the love of my life and the email popped up and I stopped to read it. So every small business owner is going to read those reviews And if they have the opportunity, they're going to respond to the reviews, whether they're positive or negative. They're going to respond to it because that's what makes us better.
That, again, it goes back to our reputation is everything. It's our name, it's our livelihood. And so you get one bad review by somebody who is just being mean spirited about it, it really can impact your future and your profession.
Absolutely. And it takes no time to really get in and post a review, positive or negative. But why don't we do it when we have positive reviews? Like I don't.
People, yeah, you're right. And that's why I was going back earlier. Is people will tell you it's great, but they won't take the time to log on their phone and say, hey, this is 5 star, I loved it. But now they get bad service or something, they get upset about something, it doesn't get resolved. They're quick to fire off a 1 star review on you. And it's just very troubling. So, one of the things we need to encourage people to do, particularly here on the drive, is you need to, local businesses particularly, leave them a 5 star review if you've attended on it. We'll get more into that here later.
Right. It's kind of like the thing, say you're trying a piece of cake or something, or, I have my drink right here and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. I'm going to keep it all to myself. I'm not going to share my secret yummy drink. But if I take a drink of it and it's disgusting, I'm like, oh my gosh, Dan, taste this.
That's right.
And why are we like ingrained to be like that? Like, we should be better.
We
And you
should.
know what? I should be better. I owe someone a review. We talked about it recently. Snow days came out on like one of the hottest days of the year,
Yep.
and they did our neighborhood block party, and I haven't
Great
left them a
snow
review.
cones. You
You know what?
haven't? You,
Let's do it right now.
yes. 5 star review.
Okay, but it's more than just the 5-star review, Dan. Like,
You need to leave a positive comment so other people can see it. So it helps build their reputation.
and for our viewers, if you're here in the community and you were at the snow cone party, um, go on to Snow Days Shaved Ice, and they actually have a mobile trailer page because it's pulling up right now on my phone.
Yep.
And leave them a 5-star review, but don't just give them the 5 stars and stop there. Like, you need to say something, like one sentence. Doesn't need to be a novel.
Say that you love the flavors with the shaved ice. Brought a smile to your face.
Okay, are you timing me? Because I think this is not taking very long at all.
Well, I mean, the counter says 10 seconds since you started, so.
All right, done.
Mm.
Did that hurt? Did it cost me anything?
No, it did not.
But did it make their day?
Sure did. And it helped build their business because it helped build their reputation. And you're helping out another small business.
Well, and they are. They're a local small business, and they were so great to work with. And they showed up. I'm sure they wanted 300 people here. We only had about 75, but
That's
they
still
didn't
a good.
complain.
That's still a great turnout. It really is. On a Friday night in your local community, think about what you're doing on a Friday. So it was great.
Right. No, it was fabulous. And they said they would do it again if we wanted to like have them come out at Christmas time because they do hot cocoa and cider and all of that. And I have told so many people, this is what I mean, I am guilty as charged.
And I think there's a lesson here we can take, and probably something we need everybody out here to do is before you go to bed tonight, leave a 5 star review for a local business, whether it's the Twilight Coffee Shop or it's the local mechanic that you use, or shoot, if it is the local Starbucks and you like it, you can leave 5 star reviews for them. Mention them by name, mention the person who helped you by name and what you liked about it. Right, Sylvia?
Right, right. And like I said, it doesn't need to be a novel. It can be one sentence. It can be like, Sarah was great. She put a smile on my face. You know what? Business owners love when someone is called out by name.
Yep.
They know, and I try and make a point when I do blog or something
Mm-hmm.
to write who our server was or whatever. But I need to be better about actual reviews and not just my blog.
Well, another great point in that is that where I work, a lot of the people get reviews, and they are mentioned by name in the review. And so when people go on to our company website, they find those people and they reach out to them directly. It's a great way to promote yourself and your business.
So, Dan, this week's challenge from the drive is ridiculously simple.
It is. Well, you know me, I love simple.
Before you go to bed tonight, we're going to challenge you to leave one honest 5-star review for a small business that actually earned it.
Absolutely. And that's important to help build our local community by building our small businesses.
Right, and don't just click 5 stars. Actually take the time to write something.
So if it's the local coffee shop down the street, you had excellent service this morning, make certain you state the service, what kind of coffee you had, and the person who handed your coffee. If it was at the local diner that you go to regularly and you made friends there, make certain you mention them too. It helps grows everybody's business.
Right, and you don't have to write a novel. You don't have to take 30 minutes to do it. It can take literally, what did it take? Like 30 seconds for me to write something? And you can just post 1 or 2 sentences. This place is great because, or my favorite thing to order here is whatever it is.
And another thing is if you have small children and you go and they were excellent and they helped take care of the screaming baby. How many times have you been to some place and they've heard a screaming baby and the staff steps forward to help take care of the baby by giving them something to occupy themselves with?
Right, absolutely. So, this all started because of one negative experience from Mr. One Star.
Right?
But we're going to turn this around to a positive one because I really believe that we're going to create 50 positive experiences from this
Absolutely.
one negative one.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, let's do some rapid fire. Are you up for that?
Well, remember how it went last time. Why not?
All right. Dan, what is a local business that you would recommend without hesitation?
Dream Connectors Realty, folks. I'm not dumb. 5-star review on all of them. I'd do it right now, but my phone's being used. So.
One of these days, we're going to teach him how to say realtor because he can't do that. And so he actually said realty, which feels like nails on a chalkboard. But I love you, babe.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Realtor. All right, so
Let's
that's the question.
do a legitimate one. I mean, I am a legitimate business. I'm not saying that, but okay, seriously though, I do appreciate the love and support because I do know you love and support me. But
Absolutely.
what is one local business you would recommend without hesitation that cannot be me?
It would be the local flower shop, Petals and Vine. They delivered some stellar flowers for you on Mother's Day. You even still have the pink boot.
They did. It was the most gorgeous floral arrangement I have ever seen, and they stayed alive for longer than I have ever seen flowers stay alive. And so I definitely recommend them too. Like
They did stay along. They did stay alive for a little while, didn't they?
they really did. And shout
Several
out to
weeks.
my sons for sending that.
That's right.
And for Dan the Carman for recommending that florist to them.
That's right. That's right.
So local business I would recommend without hesitation. So I'm going to go even smaller and I'm going to say Mama Made Market. You know what? She's made some shirts for me. She's made koozies. When we asked our officiant to marry us, she made a koozie for him.
And
And
a
so,
shirt.
so she does all kinds of little, you know, vinyl for t-shirts and koozies and all kinds of little crafty things that I am not good at.
But they turn out really good. So yes, definitely a 5-star review. So
Okay. Let's see. Next question.
what earns a 5-star review? I asked you.
What earns a 5-star review? I thought I was asking all the questions.
Ha! She wasn't expecting that. You see that how I turn the tables?
So for me, a 5-star review, I think I try and always go in with a positive experience, expecting 5 stars.
Yep.
And so they start at 5 stars and they work their way down. I don't do the other way around where you start at 0 and you have to earn your 5 stars. And so as long as they're attentive to me, they listen to what I say and they look for clues for what I'm not saying. Because sometimes I'll go in and I'll be like, I want to try a new coffee. And they're like, well, what do you like? And I start saying some things and it's just crazy. And then they end up making this drink and I'm like, this is the best thing I ever tasted. That's like a 10-star review.
Can you leave a double 5-star review?
I
That's
mean,
something that,
I could probably leave 2 5-star reviews.
hey, different email addresses though.
Don't cheat the system.
Hmm. Well, for me, I'm going to echo a lot of what she said, but it's customer service. It's taking care of the customer, taking care of me, going the extra mile. You see, I'm trying to decide what I want to buy or order. You walk up to me and go, "Hey, how can I help you?" And we have a brief conversation, like she said, and you kind of anticipate what I'm looking for. When you go above and beyond, and it's not just a job for some people; it's actually something they like doing. That's how you get 5 stars.
Okay, one final rapid fire. Which one of us is more likely to ask for the manager?
Oh, that's easy. That's you.
Okay, you're right. Because you will just go home and gripe about it, but I will actually try and get resolution before we leave.
This is true. It's very true. She'll sit there and raise a stink about it. I'll just walk out.
I won't raise a stink. I will try and get resolution.
But I will leave a minus 5-star review.
No, no, no. Okay, so actually, I think we're really on to something, Dan.
We are? Oh, a 5-star review segment.
Well, I don't know if it's a 5-star review. I guess it is a 5-star review because we would be doing it on our podcast. But, what if we actually every episode recognize
A small business in
a
the
small
community.
business that's in the community or
How did we know that? How did we? We're on the same page, same wavelength.
or maybe it's not even a small business. Maybe it's someone in our community that did something great. Maybe it's someone on city council
Or a community or a police officer in the community who drives by every Friday night just to mix it up with the locals and pass out stickers to the kids.
okay, or one of our viewers. It could be one of our viewers.
We have viewers.
We do have viewers.
All
So,
right.
I know we already called out snow days on our podcast today, but let's actually go ahead and call out someone.
Well, I've already called the florist out.
Well, the florist and Mama May Market. So we've done several this time. But what about that local police officer that we love?
Marcus?
Marcus. He comes by every Friday night, and our little neighbors next door, they get to climb in his car, they get to play the sirens, they get stickers, and I mean, they look for him every Friday night because they just love to see him.
Absolutely. And he comes around. They ask because he made the mistake of one time of having toys in the car. And so guess what? Now they look for toys every time he comes by too. So he's gonna have to stop by the Dollar General to get some toys.
So this week's shout out goes to Marcus with the Caddo Mills Police Department.
So how many of our viewers are going to do this, Sylvia?
All 10 of them.
All 10 of them.
Every single one of them. If you are one of our original 10 viewers, I want you to claim it now. Seriously, because one day this podcast is going to be spectacular.
Oh, it's going to be spectacular.
And we want to remember every single one of you, the first 10 that have been with us from the beginning.
That's right.
And you've watched us sitting here begging you to go post reviews for local companies.
So, folks, to bring this all the way around, this started with Mr. 1-star or one bad review. And instead of letting that cloud the episode, we're going to go ahead and turn around and make it about spreading as many 5 stars and positivity reviews as possible to help bolster the local community.
Right. We could have made this negative, but 1 star moments actually don't define us. The 5 star community does.
All right, folks. So, in signing off, here's your assignment tonight. Go find a local business that you've had great service with and leave a 5 star review for them.
But it doesn't stop there. Come back here and tell us who you left a review for. And you know what? Actually, tag them in it too, because we want our viewers to be introduced to the best of the best. And so if you're reviewing someone, giving them a 5 star review, try and tag them, whether it's on our Facebook or our YouTube or whatever it is.
Instagram page.
Exactly, so that we can make connections of great people.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Until next time, we'll see you on the drive. All right. Episode 3 is a wrap. Good job.
Yeah, that was great.
Fantastic. So, do you think we're through with Mr. 1 Star?
Absolutely. We are through with Mr. 1 Star.
No. I've got some thoughts on this one.
I can't with you.